Oh man, the walk of life, full circle, full circle. So we all been kids. For most of us who are human, we've all been kids. Put on my seatbelt, and my I got a call. Usually when the school calls me, I try not to always answer that phone, but they blow me up about pet meeting, Chick-fil-A handouts, chicken butter biscuits and stuff, all that good stuff. But whatever, regardless of all, so I got a call, and sometimes it amazes me, but I have to take a step back and remember, I am a parent. I'm a parent. I'm a parent. Dang it, I'm a parent. Yes. And so, what happened? What happened? Hey, hey, be quiet. So, what happens is my son got in a fight, and he was like, they were like, Mr. Johnson, we got some bad news to tell you. Your son, Johnny, got in a fight. And I'm like, what? Now, granted, when he came home, he didn't say nothing. This boy didn't say nothing. He didn't bring it up or anything. He just, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that his clothes, he changed his clothes and everything. He just changed it up and everything. So, I was like, all right. Now as a parent, there's rules of engagement. Because you gotta keep face and be the responsible, accountable one. Did anybody's glasses get broke? Did anybody die? Is anybody hurt? What kind of insurance is it? Johnny, what you gonna do when you see D. Michael at the cafeteria? I want to put in my own 2 cents and stuff, but it's not my season no more. Like I'm no longer there. I can't put in any type of move sets that I know. He has to deal with it on his own. I've already talked about confidence, being respectful, to tell the assistant principal and all that good stuff. I made sure I tell him, listen, you tell the assistant principal, you need to definitely go through the proper chain of command. And then they're like, well, Daddy, if all that fails, then what do you do? Well, then it's time for me to start showing you X-Force. Okay, let's start getting into, so listen, y'all, I've done been in bathroom fights. So many, I lost count. I'm breaking up. Am I still breaking up badly? Am I breaking up still? Okay, so I got the call. So the principal says that they got to do their investigation, because they don't want to fall back on them. So one story was the boy was in the bathroom peeing. Now y'all understand that is the most vulnerable time, but also it's a sacred time for boys. We don't know what girls do in their bathroom, but we know what we have to do in our bathroom. Like you go in there, you talk about the latest basketball, football games, Pokemon. You talk about cool stuff. That's where you go there, like as young men, you go there to settle disputes. Hey, I heard you was talking about me. Yeah? And so what? Okay, we're here. Go ahead. Everybody, all right, everybody fight, break. Ready. So, that happened. Let me put on the game face and pretend like I give it. Let me get ready. It take me a long time to get to this point. It's a reset. So, what happened is this. So, the boy and him went in the bathroom. The other boys followed them in. They squared up and they started duking it out. Now, sadly, my warped thinking, most parents be trying to ask the one question, especially if it's most Most dads ask one kind of question: did you win the fight? But we can't say that out loud. We can't say that out loud. Like, did you win the fight? We have to ask it a certain type of way. So, what happened during the fight? Okay. Here's the principal. Hello, there's the other teacher. He's getting in there. Let me pretend like I'm mad at him. Get in this car right now. What have you been doing in school?
Doing chords.
Then I tell you, behave. Sit down, be quiet, and you lucky you might be able to go to bed tonight. I'm proud of you. And I love you. Okay. What's this I hear about you be arguing at school?
I am not arguing.
Okay, you don't have to tell me everything. So, let's get back to the story. So, Javon, so he goes there, and he already starts getting into it. He starts getting into it with that of another boy. I said, hey, I said, son, you know, I don't want to say nothing while the principal's asking, but now you want to ask the questions like, what happened? You want to ask them like, what happened? You know, what kind of punch did you do? Did you remember the counters I showed you? Did you headbutt? Did you get into any kind of clinch or grapples or stuff like that? You try to ask them. You don't want to ask these kind of questions, but then part of you is like, so did you do what the moves I showed you? And, you know, he's already worried, but he's like, listen, Dad. I said, don't go ahead and tell me the story now. But the other part of me like, please tell me the story. Like, did you lose? Like, please don't tell me you lost. Like, come on, man. Like, you're in middle school. You already know taking L's. You know what I'm saying? But see, part of me is one thing. I rather young boys settle their disputes with, I'm a little bit barbaric, but I don't see nothing wrong with boys fighting. I don't see nothing wrong with boys fighting. I think it's that of a time for them to work things out, talk about it, and if talking don't work, we settle with the fist. I have settled a lot of things with my fist. A lot. So, y'all can say, oh, in B.M.T, you encourage violence? No, I'm like this. Listen, hey, we're done talking. Fist time. What does that mean? Sure you can, and that's it. We're just gonna bam it out. And then whoever is still standing, that's two talking points, had the better resolve. That was it. I mean, hey. So, my son went in there. I won't tell y'all what happened to them. Now, one got ISS, one got suspended. My son got ISS. The other boy got suspended. Because the other boy has a longer resume of getting into fights. And so I'm like, okay, so you didn't just fight any old body. You fought a somebody. Okay, this is good. This is good. So you're working out your order and the pecking order of the schoolyard. I understand this. Yes, I understand this. I thought the same thing. I know the Adam's apple. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. But that's how I was. I went to school. Listen, I used to like wearing Janko pants. I thought they were cool. The other kid was like, B.M.T, you white boy, yeah. And I said, okay, cool, white boy, white boy. Let me show you what I learned from my favorite white boy, Tommy, the White Ranger. Get out! Boy, all I heard when I was handling my problems, White Ranger Tiger Power, right? Ranger Tiger Power, Tiger Power. Like that's all I heard. Like, hey, you want that white boy magic lesson? All right, I got it for you, bro. I got it. I got it. White Ranger Power all around. Because that's what y'all gonna get. After a while, listen, you gonna either have to jump me, two or 3-on-1. After a while, fighting two guys was getting easy. I kick one in the nuts, headbutt the other one. If I get you on the ground, I'm not gonna let you get up. I'm gonna kick you in your face. There's no rules in a fight. It's called fight. That's what I learned. With all that, hey, you're supposed to wait till he gets up. What? And did I ever say wait till the person get up? I said, what I say? When they hit the ground, stomp. That's free hits. You're a fool to fall on the ground. The enemy gonna take advantage of that. So I'm telling y'all, man, listen, I teach combatives, bro. The enemy ain't gonna let you lay on that ground and just, well, let me get up and catch my breath. No. Only thing I tell them now, don't kick for the head. Kick them in the ribs and the groin. Ribs and groin. That's where you kick for. Sometimes your kneecap, because the kneecap keeps them from moving faster. You always want to take out their kneecap. The problem with today's children is one of them have, and that's a sad thing about a queen. They love them. They love them pea shooters. They're afraid to take this L. There's some honor, and you know what I'm saying? Like when the girls fight, we should just let them fight. Let them fight. Girls fight, let them fight. When the boys fight, hey, let them fight. See, there was older people that even knew that. Let them two fight. Let them get it out the system. Go on. You can go have an ice cream. They afraid to get hit. You're right. I'm not afraid. I've definitely, I crossed that threshold a long time ago. So he got into it. We handled it. He's on punishment. I got to be the parent, put him on punishment. I ain't gonna say, well, congratulations, you got in a fight, but I have to let him know that even though what you did was right in your heart, there are still repercussions. So, yes, he still gets punished. He still gets he gets to lick his wounds. I said, do you have any regrets? He said, no. I don't regret what I did. I can't say that out loud. But I just told him, I said, hey, shut up, James. We possibly have to go hook that PS5 from him. Good call, James. Good call. But that's something where we have to have faith in the younger generation to work their issues out and not coddle them. We have to have faith in the younger generation to work their issues out and not coddle them. Like, I let them know, like, hey, man, like, Dad, they call me this. Okay, roast back. Some people are like, well, you need to go down to school and stop. No, because that's nature. You got to understand, man. People are going to talk about you to the day you die. You might as well start toughening up that leather skin of yours in life. People say all kinds of things about me. It don't stop me from living me, doing me. I'm still going to do me. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with a lot of younger generation now. They're not built for that of the gauntlet of life. And those who are not trained and disciplined in when to turn up. Like, I know people, I could just punch my way through, but I have to learn to use my words. And I also know people that, they weren't taught how to, hey, stand up for yourself. Speak up. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait till the person's gone to speak. Say what you got to say. So, having to teach my son and watching him and my children develop. Somebody says something wrong to them, I say, stop it right there. Say something about it. Someone disrespects you, you let them know. You let them know. If it's an adult, do it respectfully. Wait till after class, and then speak to them. Excuse me, ma'am, sir. Can I speak to you? If it's a child, no, I don't agree with that. No, let them know. No, I don't find that funny. They don't gotta like you, but they will understand that that's where you stand. So even when I hear that, a lot of people, like I said, like my son, I told him, hey, you'll be okay. Drink some juice. You know, you're on punishment. You got dishes for 3 days, but you stood 10 toes down. And I said that in front of the principal. See, I'm not one that's shy to go to that of the authorities and say, yeah, I told him to do that. I teach my son to defend himself. Well, sir, no. I teach my son to defend himself. He's not going to allow somebody to put their hands on him, and he just sit there and play victim. He's gonna swing back. You grab his juice or his milk or his candy or his homework or something. He's gonna fight back. He's gonna say, "Give it back to me." Okay, cool. We crossed that line. Here we go. I remember I worked hard. I think it's okay to tell your son you're proud of him. Yeah, I will. I will. I just have to do it in a proper order. Like, let him dialogue the situation. Let him think about it. I've already talked about that of the punishment with him. I've already discussed the fighting. You know what I'm saying? We have to go over the proper chain of command and how you handle that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not. But yeah, I will let him know that. I think that's something that parents need to start speaking in terms of development of learning. Well, I have to protect him. I have to protect him. You can't be there all the time. So you got to let your children understand that these things are going to happen. Yes, there's going to be a bully or two that's going to come your way. Yes, there's going to be people that try to pick at you, try to talk about you, try to judge you, try to label you. It's okay. As long as you know who you are and 10 toes down, that's all you got to know, boy. Are you at peace with it? So he definitely got into his first bathroom fight. This is this is for a conversation on YouTube. It's getting pretty bad because you can tell by with people online, they weren't properly trained in life on how to deal with these issues. B.M.T, you got to keep it real short about fatherhood, unlike a lot of other so-called. Uh, you're right about that, sugar bum. I am very happy I did not raise a sugar, a soft. You're right about that. You are so right about that. I think that's a very. I don't want a bully, but I don't want a softie that gets pushed over. And we see a lot of that. We see a lot of these men with low self-esteem, no integrity, no accountability, standing up for himself. But he has to do it in the proper mannerism and way. That's why I know I can tell those men that have been around a certain type of assets of men. They had access to them, and men who didn't. So, um, like my It's about respect. And seeing how some people act, like I said the words are words. They're gonna talk about you. It's only a different story when they put their hands on you. And that's one thing that my son told me. You can talk about me all the day long in the hallway. It's a different story till you put your hands on me. Put your hands on me. I'm gonna touch you back. And I tell him just like that. Teacher, I'm letting you know. I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. He puts his hands on me. I'm gonna put my hands on him. Well, who's gonna put their hands on you? I'm letting this guy know. Are you scared? No, I'm letting you know that once you cross that path, I did my due diligence and let you know that, hey, we don't have to go this path. I told my son to say just like that, and he does at times. And I said, once you tell them and they do not handle it, it's between you, that man, and whatever forces of nature. Let it rip. Just let him. I taught you how to take a punch or a counter. I said, don't fear the punch. Fear the action of not doing anything at all. That's what you need to fear. That's what I fear. I fear that if something would have happened, not doing anything. Well, Jane, let's cut it. Let's cut the story short. But thank you guys. Peace. Much blessings to y'all. I gotta get in the house. Peace.